GLP-1 medications have transformed obesity treatment and renewed focus on the science behind medical weight loss. But experts emphasize a key truth. Medication alone isn't enough for lasting change. So what combination really works? After many unsuccessful attempts, Misty Mace is finally finding success on her weight loss journey. She joins us to share her personal experience alongside Dr. Mitchell Gordine, Chief Medical Officer for CVS Caremark, who will discuss the benefits of a comprehensive whole person approach. Ladies, welcome. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
Misty, can you tell us a little bit about your journey?
Sure. I've been heavy since childhood. I developed obesity in elementary school, and I battled it. I've battled it all my life. And after after school in my early 20s, I found out I had thyroid cancer. So I lost my thyroid and then went through years of radiation treatment. And then I had a premature child. I developed preeclampsia during pregnancy and had my son at 24 weeks. So now he's 19 and he depends on mom fully. So I have to be around. I'm a nurse, I'm a mother, I'm a wife. I have a lot of things. And so for me, my weight loss journey, it had to start somewhere.
So, Misty, when did you decide to turn to GLP-1 medication and what made this moment feel different from previous attempts?
I turned to GLP-1s. I had been working with a health coach and my physicians, and I had tried different things. I had tried to lose weight by diet, by change, but it just wasn't working. So I had to commit. And in talking with my doctors, we made the decision that a GLP-1 was good to try for me. So we had to work close with that. I couldn't do it without their guidance. I needed to find the dosage that was right for me. I couldn't start out high. I had to start out low and slow. And working with that, I'm over 50 pounds down. And I'm happy with that. And I have a lot more to go. And I'll get there. But with working with my physicians, my health coach, my family, my husband has been a huge help to me. He is my biggest fan, and I adore that. I like that he's so willing to support me with this. And just keeping that line of communication open with my doctors, that helped. And then having the support of the health coach, it made it different this time. I'm more active. I have changed in my activity and what I do. I have a treadmill in my office, so I can use it when I'm on breaks or downtime. It's really made a difference, and I'm just going to keep going with it.
Misty, I got one thing to say, and that is you go, girl. Keep going. You go,
Thank
girl.
you.
Doctor, many people see early success with GLP-1 medications, but research shows results don't always last. What should patients keep in mind to set realistic long-term expectations?
Yeah, GLP-1 medications are really revolutionary. I mean, in terms of the amount of weight that they help people to lose, you really can't ignore that. That's really, really meaningful. And it's interesting because the science behind them is that they really work to combat some of the natural wiring that we have in our bodies that really prevents us from starving, right? So this goes way, way, way back in time where your bodies are wired to keep you from starving. And so if you stop eating, if you begin to lose weight, the body detects that as, whoa, wait a minute, we need to make sure this person is okay. And so the metabolism slows down, the hunger signals go up. GLP-1 medications flip that so that your metabolism stays high, your hunger signals are low, and you're able to lose that weight. One thing I want to say about obesity is that it often has a stigma, and people think, well, you know, if you just eat right and you just exercise more, then you should be able to lose the weight without medication. For the reasons I just explained about how our bodies are wired, that is absolutely untrue. Many, many people need the help of these medications to kickstart weight loss. But that's just the start. What makes long-term lasting success is the support that Misty talked about. She talked about the health coach that she has. She talked about even her family, her husband, who are providing that support to be able to change habits, to change the way that you eat, to be more active, and to help fit that in a very busy lifestyle, which is what she has. She's a nurse, she's a mom, she's a wife. those changes need to fit within an individual's lifestyle in order to make them lasting. So the medication kickstarts the process. The support is what really drives people towards success long term, not just the medication alone.
Misty, since you started treatment, what changes have you made in your day-to-day life to support your long-term goals beyond the medication itself? You're smiling. I see that. You're smiling. You're about to tell us. Come on.
Habit changes. That was one of the huge things for me. Instead of filling my plate all the way, I was raised that you eat everything on your plate. I'm from the South. We cook comfort food. So I had to change that. We changed the way that we ate. We changed the way that we cooked. We shopped. We changed our pantry and the things that were in it and the things that we got rid of. And that was a huge thing. No longer do I just snack just to snack. When I make my plate, it's portion controlled and it's more high protein, low carb. I make the choices. If I want a snack, it's no longer chips, cookies, it's fruit snacks or vegetables. And it made it easy, made it really easy. And then becoming active. That was huge for me. I work from home. And so I'm just in my office all day. So I had to find ways to be able to move around and get active. And then afterwards, like I said, I have a 19-year-old son. He likes to go. And so that helped. And then having my husband to be there beside me was huge. And then I just kept the lines of communication open with my doctors. What would work for me? And doing that, I'm off of all of my diabetes medication. No longer do I have to take insulin. No longer do I have to take oral medications. And my goal is to get rid of the blood pressure medications, the cholesterol medications. That's my goal. And to lose a little bit more weight.
Misty, when you get home, make sure that you give your husband a fist bump from me, okay?
All right, will do.
Doctor, for individuals considering GLP-1 medications, what factors should they discuss with their healthcare provider to determine whether this approach is right for them?
That discussion is so important. So when you talk to your healthcare provider, you need to determine whether or not this approach is safe for you. And that's a discussion that is individual to you, your health conditions, what may or may not work for you. Secondly, in terms of side effects, people talk about the fact that these drugs can create side effects. That's true. Most people, though, feel better over time, and there's a way to adjust the dosing, low and slow, as Misty said, that the healthcare provider can make in order to minimize those side effects. The third thing is cost. These medicines can be costly. And so having a conversation about your insurance, whether or not it covers that, or if there are other opportunities to be able to reduce the cost of that drug, become very, very important, because if you can't afford the medication, you're not going to take it. And if you don't take it, it can't help you. And then finally, the commitment, making sure that you are committed to making those long-term lifestyle changes and habit changes that really are the key to driving long-term success and reaching your health goals.
And finally, where can our audience go for more information?
Go to cvshealth.com for more information.
I've been speaking with Dr. Michelle Gardine, Chief Medical Officer, CVS Caremark and CVP, CVS Health, and Misty Mace, patient and licensed practical nurse. One more fist bump. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. Thank you.
Thank you.